Hi again, it's me, Dionne. Okay, so now we just left out of the Purple Rain room, and now we're proceeding down what seems like another long hallway. But this hallway is pretty cool because it's a tribute to everybody he worked with. So you'd be subject to see The Time, Morris Day, Sheila E., um, I don't know, Vanity 6, Apollonia 6, might be Judith Hill, most recently, Andy Allo, just a number of people on this wall. Stevie Wonder. I mean, it's just beautifully made, this whole wall. And of course, along this wall are some awards. So that's one part of the wall. But then it brings us to this huge sound stage. And the sound stage is where a lot of the concerts were at Paisley After Dark, and it literally looks like it holds 1,000 people. It's huge. But for us, it was just massive, and we were allowed to stay in as long as we wanted to and just kind of soak that up. Of course, that wouldn't be all the time. Once again, depending on how the tour is set up now and all of that. But on October 22nd, it was really cool that we were able to go in and you see an outfit to go with every shoe, every guitar. And then in the center, there was a part where you saw the purple piano, which would have been, the tour that Prince was on, piano and a microphone tour. I just wanted to make sure I had the title right. But anyway, you see that, and, the piano without him sitting on it is just so, it's just an eerie type of feeling that that, he was once on that piano, and many people there that I've spoken to really wanted to see that tour, and the ones that were fortunate to see it in Atlanta, before the emergency landing, and I mean, just anybody that was able to see that, it's just fortunate. And you can get a little bit online, but it's not the same as being there. So that'll be something that we'll all miss. Another thing is we were looking at just the there was one outfit, the red sequence. Now I forgot what concert, what CD, video, but once again, just to look at all of this, and it's like, my word. We were told that the mannequins were hard to find, so they had to, I guess, special order these mannequins for his clothing, and that all of his clothes that we see, like, you may not see what I saw on tour. I mean, they say he saved everything. I'm sure it could fill up a Smithsonian Institute, that he has so much. And I'm sure the job of the curator is a busy job. She probably has several assistants. Just looking at my notes here. And so, as we just kind of all soaked and looked and took all that in, the sound stage and various, concerts and the music going in there, and it was just nice to be able to be in that space, knowing that that so much had happened, as far as the parties and just the concerts, and when he would open up his home to those that were fortunate to have gone there. Now we went into this other room, and I have to talk about this. This was just incredible. It's a piano, and it's called a Black Pegasus piano. It's only one of 14 made, we were told. I think they are at a minimum of 100,000. I think Prince had one, Lenny Kravitz has one, but this is my description of it. You may be able to find it online, but it's a clear bass, black, high gloss. I call it eclectic shaped. It is just weird looking shape. It's clear, and it looks like a spaceship to me. But it's really sleek, and it's an oblong piano. And once again, we were told it was one of 14 that were made, and it was just a beautiful piano. I mean, it was just incredible. And then right across from that was this weird looking chair and table that was made from an actual tree. And so it's like, man, where do you get all this eclectic stuff? But of course, traveling the world, you get a lot of everything. And so that was pretty neat to see. It was pretty neat just to see file cabinets. It was pretty neat at that moment where that piano was. We were able to like veer outside. There was a window, a clear window there. and you could just see the trees, or maybe times where he might have peered out and just looked outside. And there, I spoke about it earlier, the egg-shaped structure. Nobody really could tell us exactly what was in there. We didn't know if it was storage or if he was going to make something, create something with that. So I don't know. I'm sure those close to him, or maybe you all will find out later what the egg is. And that's that oval shaped external structure adjacent to Paisley Park, the building. So it sits alone, but it's really obvious. And you'll see it on my video as I'm leaving Paisley Park. And so the next thing was the NPG Club. And this was pretty cool because they said, y'all can sit, because by that point, we were just in awe, and you didn't recognize if your feet hurt or not. You was just happy to just kind of be in there. And at that point, it looked like we were almost at 2 hours. You just kind of lost track of time. And so we went in the NPG Club, and they told us that, Prince would have, a lot of the guests. And it looked like a lot of the tables had been removed, some of the pillows from other photographs I've seen. But we're told that it was a lounge where he had intimate dance parties and videos and, all that good stuff. So that was really cool to have that NPG Music Club. And then the final room, where we went in after that, was what I call it was the merchandising tent. Oh, let me back up. There was a fence as a memorial. So what they did is, the city, one of the things that I think was part of making it a museum is that nobody could put anything else out on the fence. And of course, you want to keep the area clean. Chanhassen is beautiful, it's clean and pristine, so you want to keep that. And so there was an area where it was a fence. They took part of the fence, and they took part of all the memorials and the gifts and maybe the drawings of these people. And there's an area where you'll see that in memory of Prince, and that brings it home to 2016. It was April 21st, 2016. And so once you go through that, and you've just sat there and you're just trying to reflect, and so at that point you go and you have your phone unsecured. So they take the little thing out, and they take their pouch, and they give you back your phone. Of course, the whole time you're holding your phone. So I am going to come back and talk about the last little bit and what's happening in the future. And I look forward to talking to you. Thanks.